Hey, I'm just gonna have a single shot of espresso, please.
Alright, we are going to do a blind taste test of 4 different coffees from the area. Since we're in Washington State, and that is a big coffee area. I know most people probably think of Seattle when they think of coffee, but we're close enough. So we're going to do it here anyway. Alright, so we've got Seattle's own Starbucks. We've got Dutch Bros, which seems to be the main competition for Starbucks in the area here. And then we've got a spin-off of Dutch Bros, which is Roasters. Those are the 3 big chains around here that you can get coffee basically anywhere from any of those in little drive-through huts or standalone shops. And then to top it off for good measure, we chose a smaller local chain. They only have 2 locations. It's called Lil Firehouse. So what I did was I went through the drive-through on each of these and I ordered a single shot of espresso. They served it in all these fancy little containers, and what we're going to do is a blind taste test. So Erin is going to walk me out of the room. She's going to swap all these so that I can't tell, take the lids off, and then I'm going to come back with a blindfold on, and we're going to do the blind taste test. I'm going to score my favorite coffee based on the flavors, and of course I can't see it, so I won't be able to look at the colors. I'm going to do a 0 to 10 point scale. 0 being it's trash, not worthy of my money, and 10 being it's close to the best coffee I've ever tasted, if not the best coffee I've ever tasted. And then after rating them on the numerical 0 to 10 scale, I'll take my best stab at seeing if I can guess which one is which.
Okay.
Alright, so here I am. Erin has blindfolded me. I can't see a single thing. And I'm about to blind taste test espresso number 1. Here goes. Now that is really good. Almost like a dark and nutty flavor to it. Very like chocolatey. Oh, I'm gonna give that one an 8. And since this got an 8, I am going to go ahead and guess that it is Roasters. Alright. Espresso number 2. Somehow this one is simultaneously sweeter and more bitter than the other one. I don't think this one has much of that crema in it. I'm going to go that this one is Dutch Bros. And in terms of how much I like it, I actually much prefer the other one. This one's going to get a 6 from me, because it's still decent. Alright, number 3. I don't know about this one. It tastes a little watered down. I don't know if they pulled it differently, or I'm not sure what the deal is, but yeah, I'm just not, it tastes like really strong coffee even, maybe not even espresso. I'm gonna give this one a 4. And I'm gonna go with Lil Firehouse. Alright, 4th and final espresso taste. I think this one is Starbucks. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. It's really good. Okay, so hands down my favorite, all the way over here on the right. Closely followed by, on the opposite side, all the way over on the left. The reason I like this one a little bit more
was because it just had a kind of cleaner, crisper taste to it, and it was just a little bit smoother too, I thought. This one had better flavor though, overall, but I mean, at the point of espresso, it gets very strong. Sometimes it's hard to even differentiate the kind of undertone flavors. And then number 3 is this one just left of center, which was decent, and if it turns out to be one of the cheaper ones, not a bad value actually. And then this one off right of center was not personally my favorite, and I probably wouldn't order it again.
Alright, so quick disclaimer, I know that sometimes it's not completely consistent from chain location to chain location, and it depends on the barista and how they pull it through the machine, etc., etc. So obviously this is not a super scientific review here. So keep that in mind when I take the mask off and I get surprised by how wrong I was. Alright, time for me to take this off and be dazzled by my palate. Oh, that's bright. Okay, so what did I guess? I put this one at number 8. I thought it was Roasters. It's still Firehouse. And number 2, I guessed Dutch Bros, and it is Roasters. So this one I was not super fond of, but it wasn't bad. And then here, I guessed Lil Firehouse, and I was wrong. It was Dutch Bros. I think maybe it just has something to do with the quantity of it that they gave me. I'm not sure if they gave me a doppio, which is a double shot, but that still shouldn't affect how watery it tasted, and it does look a little lighter than the other ones. And finally, I guessed Starbucks, and I got Starbucks, and it was the best.
I always advocate checking out local coffee roasters, but if you're just looking for a good cup of coffee, Starbucks is always going to please. And I think we might have figured out why they seem so distracted at Dutch Bros.